Bear with me, I'm having technical difficulties. I don't know whether you can hear me or not, just bear with me a second or two. Trying to get connected here so I'll be able to see comments. Let's try this again. Well, we're still having difficulties. I may have to back out of this and start again. Just give me a minute here. I apologize, but I am at the trailer. So all right, I think we are good. Alright, if you can hear me, please say hello and let me know that you can hear me. I think we are good, but I'm not sure as of yet. I've got my comments up. I believe everything's going to be, oops. Well, that did not work out. Here we go. Hey, it's Shel Anderson from Shel's Creative Corner and Shel Anderson Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I blog at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com and I can be reached anytime by email at andersonshel@gmail.com. I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight for Stamp with Shel. We're going to do something different tonight. We're going to play with a new bundle called Encircled in Friendship. Now this bundle is found on page, let me find it. It is found on page 70 of the new annual catalog. And it's this bundle right here. And why I was so enthralled with this bundle is because I can use this with so many other stamp sets. These are basically a bunch of, actually I'll lay them out here on the white cardstock so that you can see them. They are a bunch of dies that cut out doilies. So there's one there, then there's this one that also has the cutout die. Then there's a medium one, a smaller one, and one smaller again. So you could use these to layer behind circles, you could use these just for a greeting. It's just endless what you can do with these. That's why I was so excited about this bundle. However, the stamp set itself is fabulous. Check this out. Let me get this, oops. All my bits are in here. All right, there we go. I pre-cut a bunch of bits so that we would have them ready to go. I'm gonna pull this paper out so that you can actually see without the glare. And we have the greetings say, each day is a little brighter. You're in my thoughts with heartfelt thanks. Because of you, you're the best. In a world where you can be anything, thank you for being kind. Just a note to let you know someone thought of you today. And all of those are, in my opinion, fabulous, fabulous greetings. And as you can tell, I do not have this stamp set put together yet. But that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go along today. So I just pre-cut a bunch of these. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just flying by the seat of our pants again tonight. I have purple posy. I cut this one. Then I have garden green with the larger one. Then this is the new polished pink. And I kept the circles that are in the center. Then I have this one that's whisper white, or sorry, basic white, as well as this one. So we have a handful of those to play with. And I brought some of the same cardstocks as well as black. So we are going to see what we can come up with tonight. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer and let's take a polished pink, and we will cut a card base for that. And maybe I'll just cut all of these down, and that way I have them at the ready, and I won't have to keep grabbing this paper trimmer as much. I don't know about you, but garden green is not a color that I use very often. All right. So there, we have a handful of card bases. And I'm going to take a piece of the basic white as well. And I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside of my card. And on the outside, let's do the same thing, 4 by 5 1/4. We'll see what happens with all of that. All right, let's get rid of this paper trimmer. And I will bring in a bone folder. And we will fold our card. All right, and we'll get some adhesive in here. Woo. Started out with a big glob. All right. Let's put this on the inside of our card, like so. And this is the piece that we're going to work on. So I have this one all die cut. Now this is the piece that will actually fit inside, but look what happens when you add a bigger one. Isn't that cool? So I think I'm going to go with a bigger one here, and we're going to stamp our image, and I'm going to use this big one on the circle. And you're going to have to excuse me because I do not have my Stamparatus here. I just have this old thing, so we're going to use it. And This is definitely not what we're used to, but that's okay. We will figure this out. So I'm just centering that image on there. And I am going to grab some Memento black ink, and we will get this stamped. And while I'm doing this, I am wondering if I can ask you guys to do me a favor. If you could please share this video, I would really, really appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to my Facebook page, you can please do that as well, and that way you'll be notified every time that I go live and post a video. Alright, clean that up, and that little part is done. Alright, let's get this out of the way, and we are going to grab some Stampin' blends. And how about Granny Apple Green and the Polished Pink? I think I'm going to use the dark Granny Apple Green. And it definitely should not take too long to do this coloring because it's such a small image. So we're just going to quickly lay on some color here. It's quite detailed for such a small image. I don't know where you folks are from, but I am in central Canada, and it is super, super hot. We're into a heat wave here. I heard on the news coming home from work today that we may get 40 degrees on Friday. And we all know what happens when we get up that high. The humidity goes up. And I am not a happy girl in hot humidity. So I'm hoping that it doesn't get quite that warm. Alright. Now I'm going to go with the dark purple posy and the light. I'm going to start, oh, that's my dark. I'm going to start with the light. And I'm just going to hit these flowers that have the line detail in it, the petals I mean, with the light purple posy. Because we don't want our flowers all the same. And I'm not being overly careful to fill in all the white space because I want these to look a little bit natural. I absolutely love the new in colors. I did not think I was going to like the greens, and surprisingly enough, the greens are my favorites. That soft succulent is just gorgeous, gorgeous. I taped a video this morning before I went to work, and I used both of those colors. So if you want to check out my YouTube, keep an eye on there. It'll be posting on there sometime this week. Alright. around some of these. Give a little definition. Just adding some dots in those lighter areas where the artist lines already are. All right, so there we have, isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we need to figure out what we're going to do with this. I do have the new in colors here. The DSP, I'm wondering if I'm thinking if I use polished pink it's going to be too much. I really do. So what would happen if I used a green? See if I got any of that Granny Apple green. Like I said earlier, I am at the trailer, so I don't have everything here. That's not Granny Apple, but it is green. I'm not liking that pattern for one thing. Let's have a peek, see what else I got here. Oh, look what I just found. A piece of Granny Apple green. Perfect. We'll get rid of that one. And I guess I'm going to have to get my paper out and cut this down. Paper trimmer, and we will cut this one down to 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. All right. And based on the pattern on this DSP, I don't like that side, but I do like this side. I'm going to change my orientation and make this into a landscape card. So I am going to put this DSP flat right down on this Whisper White layer. Why does this look big to me? No, it's not. It's just my eyes. So we will have a nice little white border all the way around there. And we'll just try to get that centered up as best we can. And I may stamp my greeting right on here. If I put this off to one side like so, I can put my greeting there and maybe some ribbon there. So let's bring that stamp platformy thing back in here. And let's choose a greeting. And I really like this one. In a world where you can be anything, thank you for being kind. I think that's so nice. So I think I'm going to use that one. And I am just going to pop that right up in the corner, like so. And hopefully I've got that on there with some semblance of straight. Cross your fingers. Not bad. There we go. I'm happy with that. Pop that back in the case. And now we can put our card together. I am going to just add little dots of Tombow around here. So we can put this down. Hopefully I don't get any big goops on here. All right, and we'll just pop that right on there like so. Isn't that pretty? And then this one, I think we should find some dimensionals. We think that would be helpful. One, two, three on there. And we'll just pop that on like so. I really, really love these intricate doilies, and they cut out so easily. I couldn't believe it, because sometimes we struggle with the intricate dies. They're a little more difficult sometimes. These ones cut out beautifully, and because our margins are so tight, I'm going to glue this right flat. Pop that on there. Now, I don't have a lot of ribbon here, but I do have some. I have white, two different whites, and I have the in colors. So I think I'm just going to go and make a little bow without a bow maker. I don't do well without a bow maker, but I'm going to try. My bow maker is at home. You would think because my husband makes them that I would have one here, but I don't. So it's not perfect, but it's going to have to do. Just like this. Straighten this side out. Now I need some glue dots. Let's see if I can find those. Here we go. And I'm just going to pop that just like so. And now we should have some embellishments, I think. I do not have my in color ones here, but I do have some basic rhinestones that I colored with the Stampin' blends. So we'll be able to use those. So I think I'll go with smaller ones, because there's a lot happening on this card already. 1, 2, 3. And there, my friends, is our card. Isn't that gorgeous? In a world where you can be anything, thank you for being kind. And that is with the fabulous new bundle called Encircled in Friendship. And
that was on page 70 of the annual catalog. All right, well, that's it for me tonight. I am going to sign off. I thank you so very much for joining me. If you have any questions, you can reach me anytime, either through this post or through my email, andersonshell@gmail.com. Thanks again. Bye-bye for now.